Hey Virgos, welcome back to the Guiding Chariot and welcome to your Gemini season reading. Alright my loves, we're going to get into it. House rules as always still apply. This will be a general reading for all Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Cross watchers, you are also welcome. Just make sure you take these messages as they resonate. Alright Virgos, I hope you guys are all doing well. We're going to pull an animal totem card and then we'll get into the bulk of the reading. But goodness. I know English. English is a thing. We're really focusing on what the kind of big themes or big events that's happening during Gemini season. It's going to be a very interesting month. For those of you in the astrology, you know Sun's moving into Gemini soon. Will it be in Gemini by the time this is posted? Maybe. Maybe not. Now that I'm thinking about it, of course. It might be. It actually might be. But Sun's going to be in Gemini. Mercury is already in Gemini at the end of the month, so very, very soon. I believe on the 29th. Mercury will be going through retrograde, so it'll go back through Gemini. And then, obviously, it'll go back to normal. So it'll be in Gemini for about 3 months. So very, very activated time, but also very, very excited time. So let's talk about what's going on for you. So this is your animal totems. You guys got Swan, water element, which is great. We love that magical creative energy. But the Swan card in this deck is about creativity. It does have some kind of intuitive connotations in here. But it speaks to, kind of mystical power and having some grace through things. To me, the biggest thing that really comes through is that heightened sense of creativity. And part of this comes from, Hindu beliefs and Hindu traditions. But it's just kind of entering, sorry, I totally realize I'm not even holding it in line with the camera. Kind of into this space of writing and creating, also reflecting. There's also kind of this healing energy, but I feel like it's healing not in the way of like healing past traumas and emotional pain and stuff like that. But it's like healing through the arts or healing through creativity as you create, maybe some of you work with your hands, actually creating something. But it can just be ideas as well. But that particular action, those particular, hobbies or work, if this is a career, to me, that's where that healing is coming from. And it's kind of this, energy that has to do with kind of focusing your attention, focusing the mind, right? Because we're focusing on whatever that creative endeavor, whatever that project is. And that's really what we want to tune into this season. Because if we don't listen, the kind of reverse of Swan energy is real agitated. Tempers get really, really short. Temperatures burn really, really hot. You also lose a sense of vision, if I can kind of make that a thing. But it's because you're just so agitated. But honestly, you can say that about so many things when you're out of alignment, right? But it's kind of the flow, right? You're either in a flow and creating what you're meant to create and following your passions and following your intentions, or feeling blocked and stagnant, and that just makes you kind of just meh about things. So, and if I think about your past readings, you guys have been working very hard and creating a new reality for yourself. So it makes sense that vibe is still continuing today. Someone popped out. Okay. This deck I'm going to cut. So normally I shuffle, but this round we're cutting because this deck doesn't really like to do that. But all right. So bottom of the deck, 5 of Cups. Let me get that runaway real fast. Where'd you go? There you are. All right. Love that. All right. See, that's where that healing bit's coming in. Love this. Okay, Virgos. So, like we said, bottom of the deck, 5 of Cups. So this underlying energy of this And this can manifest in different ways, because this could be some lack energy. Actually, I'm not even going to, I feel like this is just going to be bonus. I'm going to put that up top. But it could be a sense of lack. There could be some sadness and loss kind of going on. Some heavy emotions. So this creative flow can help shift some of that out. I'm not entirely worried about that, because your little bonus card here is the Ace of Cups. So yes, could talk about love. We'll see what pops up in the actual spread. But to me, I think this is more of self-love. This is you focusing on your passions. This is you working to fill your own cup, right? So we're counteracting that funkiness hiding down there. Yeah, there it is. See, look, it's like where you get funky, then you literally get positive after. So this first row. So this is kind of like the recent past going on here. So we have the Fool card, started something new. Could be a new job, could be a new relationship with the Ace of Cups coming up. But this is that new clean start, right? This new opportunity, which we love. For some, it might have hit a bit of a sour note here with this Ten of Swords. Doesn't necessarily, completely destroyed, but definitely had a bit of a sour note. And this Ten of Swords, it can speak to feeling betrayed. It can speak to having like a forced end, right? Like literally being defeated in battle and it just stopped, whatever it was. To me, it's almost kind of, it's almost giving me Death card vibes, where it's kind of like one thing ended so that it can evolve, or so that we could do something else. The difference is Death card, not necessarily painful. This, definitely wasn't a comfortable transition, but it definitely could have been where there was something that was going on maybe for a long time, and it just was getting more stressful, and it just kind of hit a point where it needed to break. Whether you cut it off, whether the other person or the situation, depending what it was, it just kind of reached its end, and someone, one side or the other, was just like, nope, done, over, I can't, moving out. That's what this new beginning allowed. So if this was really heavy for some of you, we also have the Three of Cups, which is celebration. So this is either balancing out that emotional energy, like we talked about with the Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck over here. But this can also be the celebration for this new start, right? Because like I said, this ten of Swords, I don't feel is such a heavy thing. I feel like there was definitely way more good to celebrate and way more positive things to look at than what this Ten of Swords had. So this, to me, this was just the ending or the kind of trauma of the moment, but there was so much other things going on around that were worth celebrating. Yep, and that's what we wanted to hold on to. Beautiful. Awesome. Love this. So underneath this Fool card, we've got the Four of Pentacles. So Four of Pentacles is that miserly energy, but here it's just about holding on to those positive things, right? Holding on to the things you wanted to celebrate, not letting the funky stuff mess you up, which is great, because they shouldn't. They never should, right? If it's not serving you, just let it go. Let it go. So you have here the Chariot card. So could have been dealing with a Cancer. This is the Cancer card, but honestly, this is you on target, moving forward. This card is all about progress, success, victory, and moving on. It could be travel for some of you, but to me, this is more about success. So moving towards your goals, achieving something you've been trying to work on, manifest, whatever that may be. Could definitely talk about money, because it's coming out right after the Four of Pentacles. So this could be career and work stuff. Take it how it resonates. It's falling out underneath the Ten of Swords, so that touchy stuff could have been with a Cancer for sure. And then you have the Daughter of, why was I going to say Daughter of Pages? That's weird. Daughter of Wands, I guess because it would be the page in a regular deck. This particular energy, I always think as divine inspiration. I always see the Daughter of Wands as that like spark of an idea. So before the idea becomes a thought and then becomes an action and then enters reality, it's just that fire that burns inside of you. This is that thing that lights you up, that like, oh my God, I wake up every day and I can't wait to do the thing, right? Whether this is job or I can't wait to see my loved one. They just, they're perfect, they're my soulmate, all that kind of stuff. It's whatever that thing is that like lights you up, that you have been nurturing and fostering. I'm sure it's connected to this Fool card, because that's what we've been talking about for you. I think a lot of you that could be a relationship. One, because we have the Ace of Cups, and I know you couldn't see it, but when the deck like slid apart, it like literally slid to the Two of Cups. So this could be a relationship that's helping to either motivate you, or it's the relationship you've been, you know, dreaming for, looking for, that's just making you feel really good. It doesn't have to be, but for some of you it could be, with that Ace of Cups flying out. All right, see, and then it evolves. I love this. All right. So we have the Nine of Wands coming out, and it's so funny. It's coming out after, or underneath, not after, but underneath the Four of Pentacles. So this also very stubborn, kind of stuck in, you know, determined, dedicated energy. It normally has this negative connotation, but to me, especially looking at this stack, it's literally more about this. This is what I'm doing. This is where I'm staying, and it's telling you to really be committed and dedicated to your cause, right? And it's going to be connected to whatever this new thing is, whether it's work, whether it's relationship, whether it's a situation, whether it's maybe a new connection with a friend or a family member, whatever it could be. It's this need to stay true to it and stay committed, because it's something that is clearly very important to you. And I almost wonder if that is going to be tested a little bit this month. And you know, not that that's even a bad thing, but because we have here this new beginning, and then we see this energy of wanting to hang on to it, and then that almost getting magnified again to this Nine of Wands, where we really are like sticking our heels in the mud. It doesn't matter. I don't care how long I've been working on it, and you know what's come so far. I'm not going. This is my thing. I'm doing it. So no matter what you say, no matter what people want me to do, I'm here. This is what's happening, right? So I'm staying with this person, I'm staying with this job, I'm committed to this cause, whatever it is, right? And I think the reason why this is so important, because I don't know if it's going to get harder, I don't know if someone's going to, you know, butt in maybe. You know, we do have that betrayal card with that Ten of Swords. So I don't know. I don't want to say anything like that's going to happen, but it feels like it may just be tested a little bit, right? You definitely take this as confirmation you are on the right path. You have here the Mother of Wands, as well as the, I think it's, what is it, 6? Yes, 6 of Swords. I know how to read Roman numerals, thank you. But the Mother of Wands, evolution of the Daughter of Wands. So that flame that I talked about you nurturing inside of you. So not only are you nurturing it, helping it to stay alive, it's also growing, and now you're up here at the Queen level, where this is magnetic. You're attracting the right opportunities. You know, if this is entrepreneurial, you're connecting to clients, you're connecting to vendors, you're building strong relationships, you're finding, you know, new clients and business. All of that is coming to you. So it's beautiful, beautiful energy to see. And then you also have the Six of Swords, which is about moving past hard energies, moving out of conflict and difficulty. So again, it could be possible that something kind of rough happens as we move through Gemini season, possibly next month when we get into June, because it's, you know, a little further down. And it doesn't seem, when I'm feeling the energy of your reading, it doesn't feel crazy, it doesn't feel like super intense. So I don't think it's going to be this big, dramatic thing. Like, if this has already happened, it's definitely not going to be as challenging as this Ten of Swords was. But it's just going to test your commitment. Like, you know, how much is actually going to knock you over. Like, if this tiny little hurdle is enough to derail you, you know, it's just trying to test you and make you stronger and push you a little further. Like a tempering. Let's call it, it's kind of like a tempering. But your last two cards literally highlight that it's not a big thing. It is going to pass. It's not something you're going to have to deal with over and over again, or prolong it, or it's not going to be stretched out for any like crazy amount of time. It is passing. But again, look how much stronger you went. You went from literally page to queen. Huge step up. But whatever this new project is, whatever this kind of fresh start or new opportunity that's entered your life or that you've created, literally you're in perfect alignment with it. So if you've got naysayers, or if you know you've encountered some hurdles along the way and you're kind of like, oh, did I do the right thing? Should I be doing this? Yes, Like, this is major confirmation. You are doing what you're supposed to do. And, you know, you are going to... Ooh, hello. Cards agree. You are going to find success in it, because the center of your reading is the Chariot card, which is success in movement. You do have 2 cards of travel, both the Chariot as well as the Six of Swords. So some of you, your work may involve travel. Maybe an opportunity has come that's, you know, requires you to move, and you've kind of been like, do I want to? Should I? Shouldn't I? So take that as it resonates. But if that's something that's going on, honestly, it's worth considering. You may really want to look into that. All right. One last card for you. Oh, I love it. That's actually... Oh my god, I can't think of a more Virgo card than this right now. Alright, Virgos, you guys got the red squirrel. Isn't he cute? It's adorable. But look at what he governs, right? Resourcefulness. We knew this. Vigilance. Yeah, because you're staying. You're committed. You're looking out. Preparation. Come on now. That's totally you. Busyness. I've definitely known a few Virgos. That is a thing. I love that. That's not a read. Like, I say it in the most positive way, and I love that. But this is literally you working, you know, like this little squirrel, right? He's got to gather nuts to survive the winter. He's got to set up the home, prepare for what's to come, and da 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 da. That's literally what you're going through, right? But it's about staying strong. It's about staying committed, focusing, right? Even with that vigilance energy, like looking out for the possible pitfalls. Like, okay, what could happen? How do I prepare for this? What do I need? Okay, how much should I have saved up with his little acorn there, right? So it just feels like you're in this, I don't want to say prep mode, because it's so much bigger than that. It's not like you're just like prepping for growth or prepping for disaster, right? It could go either way. But it's not prepping. You're continuing to build this reality for your, again, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a career, whatever it is. But this month, I think part of it will test you. And again, it's testing in a way to temper you. We're trying to get you, a little tougher. It's almost kind of like we're testing how committed you are. We're testing how far you're willing to go. What are you willing to do to make this baby grow, right? It's very that energy. So there's that bit of a challenge, little tempering moment we're going through for Gemini. We're also moving past some funky stuff. So again, if you've been dealing with some tense issues or conflicts in this situation, know that as we move through Gemini season, that's going to dissipate. That's falling away, right? Just to throw this out, because it's kind of popping in my head and I don't like to leave anything unsaid. You have here the Ten of Swords, which is, it's literally an ending. So we kind of knew from the beginning that this was going to be over if it's not already over yet. We also have the Six of Swords, which is you moving past it and moving on from something. I feel like that's more indicative of what's happening with the situation. And I bring that up because I just want to, you may not necessarily get resolution or a close to the situation, right? So like let's say this is a relationship, right? And maybe we had a fight and we just don't understand where, what triggered it and what happened and all that kind of stuff. The other person may not be able to meet you halfway in that situation, right? Because the cards that you have are about moving on, not necessarily wrapping everything up and finding the clarity you wanted, right? So the other person may not be able to meet you halfway, but you're also, well, I'm not going to sit here and wait for you. So if you want to have that conversation, I'll be over there doing my thing, right? So you, at the very least, are not sitting in that, which is great. No one ever should. And it's kind of unfortunate this other person maybe not be able to do that, but let's hope they find their way through that. If it is a relationship, you should probably check out their sign and see what's going on for them. That might be kind of interesting. But for you, at least, you've got much better things to do, and you're focusing on that self-love, right? That Ace of Cups isn't going to want to stay empty, and you also recognize that, and you don't want it to stay empty. So you're just going to fill it your damn self, because you can, and you'll do it amazingly, and it'll be wonderful. But yeah, lots of forward progression for you this month. I love. So yeah, if you've been feeling, oh God, that's perfect. So if you've been feeling this Five of Cups energy, if you're feeling kind of down, feeling kind of, oh God, why? This just is awful, this sucks, I'm sad, I'm blah, 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 blah. If you've been feeling this, that is totally passing. Because, look, it's what is under that? Two of Wands. So this is you putting your intentions out. Putting your not your perspective, but right, this is you focusing on your goals and what you want to achieve and what you want to do. That is what's getting you out of that energy. Because again, this Five of Cups isn't serving you, right? It's just mopey and meh and we don't need to sit there. We got better things to do. So Virgos, I'm going to wrap up your reading there. Beautiful, beautiful reading. Stay true to yourself, stay strong, and don't give up on whatever it is you're trying to achieve right now. No matter what if it starts looking challenging, if things start getting in the way, don't give up. Push through them. Push through them. And I mean, you have the Three of Cups cards. So if things do get heavy, get into a social circle. Talk to your besties, right? You know, open a bottle of wine, have a few drinks, and just, you know, shake that off and have a good time. It's a great way to reset as we move through Gemini season. And I mean, Gemini's pretty social to begin with, so great way to tap into that energy, right? Talk about it. Talk it out, all right? Even if this other person doesn't want to. Yeah, just kidding. But as always, thank you. I love you guys. Thank you for watching my video. Make sure to like and comment down below. Let me know how this resonated. It also just helps the channel to grow, and I'd love and appreciate your support in that. Also, if you're not already, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Best way to be notified when your next reading pops up. Have an amazing Gemini season, and until I see you next, take care and stay safe. Bye.